There's no such thing as the perfect family. Moms and dads sometimes think they're doing what they think is best for their child because they love them, but it may not always necessarily be a good idea or a healthy one. As children grow and become teenagers, in most homes, things take a turn generally for the worst. The frequency of arguments and misunderstandings begin to rise, and parents begin to wonder what happened to their sweet little child they used to know. This is actually a common occurrence in many homes. Our desire is to be a part of the solution, so to help you with this, we've come up with 8 unique ways to strengthen the parent-teen relationship. Number 1, make sure you hug your teenager daily. Psychologist Janet Glazer wrote that the older you are, the more fragile you become. So human contact is even more important for your teen's good overall mental health. When the teen years approach, many teenagers are hesitant to hug their parents because it's not considered cool, especially when their friends are around. So as your teen learns to become more independent, they may begin to keep physical affection to a minimum. But regardless of this, hugging is definitely good for your health and is a built-in stress reliever, believe it or not. As a teen gets closer to adulthood, this can be challenging. When a teen hugs their parents every day, it acts as a reminder they're not alone. Remember that physical and emotional support are vital when you're trying to work on strengthening your relationships in general. Number 2, make sure you turn off or silence technology devices, especially during critical communication. It's difficult to ignore technology, especially when we are constantly glued to it. I'm not saying you have to do this forever, but if you're trying to improve the bond with each other, the respectful thing to do is silence your phone so you won't feel obligated to respond to every notification alert. Let's say you're communicating with your parents in the car. Another good practice would be to turn off the car's radio so it gives you all a chance to talk. Even though music is a great way to bond, for example, singing along with mom and dad to your favorite songs, especially on a day when the conversation is uneasy, is a good thing. However, during these times, I recommend staying away from using technology as a means to potentially escape from one another. Number 3, come together before a big decision is ever made. Big decisions can be very challenging for your teen because this is usually when your teenager starts to figure out who they truly are and what kind of life they want to have. There will be many days in the near future where they won't know what decisions to make about something, so be sure to reach out. Give them the advice and insight that you might think will help, but don't tell them your opinion of what you think they should do. Have them figure it out, but focus on being supportive and understanding to them. Number 4, spend quality time with each other. This should be a priority as your teen gets older. More responsibilities are definitely going to come, and they'll begin working more and more to try and build the skills for whatever it is they want to do with their life and their career. As your teen's friends begin to move away and follow their own dreams and desires, and your teen follows suit, you may not be in close proximity with them as you'd like, so you have to make time to see each other. It's very easy to put mom, dad, and our siblings on the back burner if trying to finagle our work and social life, so be sure to remember to set aside time to spend together. It's also very tempting to postpone plans, especially if your desire is to unwind and be alone. You see, this is how the parent-teen relationship weakens. As distance shows up, making an effort becomes less and less important. Maintaining a strong relationship with your parents can be hard, especially while you're getting older, but ignoring them will destroy what you've all tried to build over the years. Now, don't get me wrong, it doesn't have to be a lot of time spent with them. It could be just 15 minutes a day, just to engage in meaningful talk. So how about setting aside an hour during the weekend, or heck, even cook a meal together? Number 5, be sure to emote how you are really feeling instead of shutting each other out. Our emotions can be very messy, but it's important to be aware of the other's feelings. Don't jump off the handle and dismiss each other, especially during a heated discussion. Being in control of your emotions is difficult enough, especially when the issue hits close to home for you. Remember that a strong relationship is built on the way that we communicate, good or bad. And if your teen is hurting, don't neglect them, even if it's hard for you two to communicate. Many of us put these conversations off for so long that the tensions rise and emotions end up exploding. Number 6, Listen so you can understand, and not with the mindset of reacting. You see, when you're upset, mad, or disappointed in your teen, it's easy to hear what they have to say if nothing other than to confirm how you feel. Instead of reacting quickly, listen to your teen to truly understand where they're coming from, even if you don't agree with whatever it is they did or didn't do. Yelling and screaming at them will only create even more resentment and is never a good way to get your point across, teenager or not. When your teen retreats, what will happen is the communication that you both have built will suffer, especially when your teen retreats into their little shell, choosing not to talk or even trying to work out the problem. So attempt to find a solution where both parties can benefit. Number 7, respect each other's boundaries. Toxic behavior and actions result from removing those boundaries. If your desire is to have a great connection with your child, create healthy actions. This involves honoring and respecting their boundaries as well. As a parent, this can be very difficult. Good parenting involves allowing your teen chances and opportunities to fall down and make mistakes so they can learn from them. Don't deny your child that valuable lesson in their life. Create a safe place where failure is normal. Did you know that part of loving and caring for somebody means letting go when the time is right? So don't hold on to things either. And number 8, catch them in the act of doing something right and bring attention to it. You see, our teenagers are already struggling with self-confidence, so it's important for you to understand that the peer pressure they face can hurt their self-esteem. Don't be the person to add gasoline to the fire that they're already trying to navigate, which is being a teenager. What I'm saying is hold yourself back from speaking harsh, destructive words, but focus on what they are doing correctly. Give them praise for those things, because what it does is it shows them that you were paying attention. It also increases confidence and their self-esteem. So please share your thoughts in the comment section down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.